time it is. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye back with some tea, interviews, recaps, and more. And be sure to check the links in the description of this video for trips, for books, one-on-one sessions, and more. Now let's get into the tea. Y'all, we back in the building. We are back in the building. And we got to talk about a couple of things. To get off the plate today. All right. First things first. Garcelle is not picking up the phone for Kyle.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Girl, why are you surprised? Let's take a look at what she had to say.
Since she left the show, I haven't. I've reached out to her, but I haven't heard back. And I'm not really sure why, because, we didn't have any issues all season. I just saw things that she saw in her scenes and her interviews that kind of surprised me because I thought we were in such a good place. So I addressed those things. So I don't know. I don't know if she thought that I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I'm disappointed she won't be returning. And I really do wish her the best. She's going to do great regardless. So anyway, have you?
Yes, indeed. She's going to do great regardless. Kyle, you did call her a mean girl. Garcelle, to me, has not done anything worse than some of the things that you yourself have done on the show. So, I mean, why would she? The woman is probably still in her feelings, So it shouldn't come as a shock to you. Are you guys shocked? The word on the curb is that she ain't even talked to Sutton either. And did anybody else get the impression that Sutton might have been like, I don't know, she seemed like real medicated, like blah, the type of medicated that's like, oh, I'm out of it. I don't really feel like being here dealing with this, that's just the impression that I got. That's my opinion. I'm not saying she was. I'm just saying that's what it felt like to me. Y'all let me know in the chat if you watched the reunion. All right. Speaking of Tuesday night shows, let's talk about another Tuesday night show. What are we referring to? Well, we're referring to Love and Hip Hop. And shout out to the Reality Entertainment TV for that first story. This one is a highlight from last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, the things are getting bad between Yandy and Rasheeda. Things have gotten bad when Rasheeda here is in a scene with Kendra discussing Yandy's marriage. And Rasheeda is like, I don't understand. She kind of waffles on this thing about whether or not she actually meant that she and Yandy were not friends. In this moment, she says, I didn't mean it that way. But everything she's saying indicates, well, we aren't really that good of friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, well, we don't talk outside of filming. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we definitely getting a better picture of what the actual truth of the matter is, at least in terms of Rasheeda's eyes. Rasheeda feels like Jasmine and that girl, Erica Racine, were not looking for the Frosts. They were looking for the Smiths. They were looking for Mendices, and they had beef with him. And she's like, y'all need to leave me and mine out of it because that ain't had nothing to do with me. She was like, furthermore, y'all need to be concerned with y'all marriage, boyfriend, whatever situation. I mean, are they even really married? Are they even legally married? And I said, woo. Okay, Rasheeda, you is getting into it. Are you trying to tell us that
it was all a lie? Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Is that what you're trying to tell us? I mean, flashbacks will show that Yandy did say that she never turned in the paperwork. Y'all remember that whole scuttlebutt about whether or not they was legally married or not? You know? So the fact that Rasheeda is rebringing this up, I'm like, Rasheeda. So it will probably be safe. My question is, first of all, this season is long, right? But my question is, I mean, are we gonna get a Ponderosa, like a one-on-one sit down? Producers, like, get on it. I be trying to tell y'all all the time. Do not discount the one-on-one sit down. The one-on-one sit down sometimes be lit, and they need to sit down and have that. The last big one-on-one sit down that I remember being that exploded really wasn't a one-on-one. It was a one-on-one plus mediation. So it was Spice, Erica Mena, and was it Shekinah? And we see how that turned out. So I mean, I don't know what this one gonna yield, but they definitely need to have a real conversation where they both get out their real issues and really get down into it. But the funny thing about it is, one of the comments just says she got all the questions for everybody except Kirk.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you.
Is it a coincidence? Maybe. Speaking of coincidences, coinkydinks, Dr. Heavenly's asking the question that we all really want to know. With regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta and everything that we've been talking about with Kenya Moore, there is a question that has been bugging a lot of us. And I asked this question too, and I think I might have my own answer, but, and let me like this because I want to make sure we show love. Make sure y'all go show love to the Bravo Shade Room for capturing this from one of Dr. Heavenly's lives. Like, she asked a good question. If the things that happened with Kenya Moore were so bad, why would they even still keep it in the cut of the show, right? And that's a very good question. All right. And I think I might have the answer. May or may not. Okay. This is a shot in the dark, right? But my question would be, or my follow-up statement would be, that it possibly remained in the season and in the episode because the information about the incident leaked online literally like the day or the next day, right? I mean, we were literally getting those updates in real time. So because there was such a huge public, like all eyes were on what allegedly happened, everybody's speculating, people are coming out making comments, people are tweeting about it. There's really no way to now avoid this topic because ultimately, if it ends up with Kenya Moore off the show, then number one, everybody knows that this event happened, right? It would have been different if this happened, and I said this before, on an all-cast event where it was just the cast. This could have been a situation that could have been maybe managed a little bit differently by the network, and the outcomes may have been different. But my general sense is that because it became such a public situation that everybody knew about, that they almost had to address everything in the way that it happened, specifically if it resulted in Kenya Moore, in them choosing to stop filming with Kenya Moore because of her behavior, right? Those were the words that we saw on the card at the end of the episode. So that could possibly be a reason why, and it would make sense to me at this point. Okay, this is probably why they kept it in there, even though in my mind, if I'm a producer, I would have, I mean, I don't know what you do, but even if I'm the producer, I'm also questioning, why didn't anybody know? Y'all didn't see these posts? Like, nobody saw it? Anyway, I've asked this question a ton of times, and I don't want to beat the horse anymore. But I do feel I understand this sentiment, because I also had that same question that Dr. Heavenly had, like, why show it, right? But I think if we follow my logic, I think that may be why. All right. Okay, guys. So listen, I need to go. I need to go and get ready for a segment on Fox 5 at 2 p.m. So make sure you guys keep it locked onto the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Tune into our Rich Life community, 202-918-3386. If you are looking for a way to try to recession-proof your life, okay, make additional income, I will have an updates on the Ponderosa day party situation, day party / brunch situation, a little bit later. I will also have updates on the YouTube Getting Unstuck masterclass that we're going to be doing likely next week. So be on the lookout for those things. I just need to get to step in, because I got a drive in front of me and I need to get there and back and do all of the things. All right. So with that being said, make sure you guys keep it locked onto the channel, and I will catch you in the next video.